I forgot to thank you for your TTS earlier. Thank you, Destiny, even though, whatever. That's not the actual Destiny. That's some other guy. Did you want to continue on that, Andrew, or?
Yeah, well, she was saying, what are you dating for? I think that's a good question for the panel, if you don't mind humoring us, Brian.
Yeah,
what
sorry
are
if I
you
spun
guys
that on
dating
you.
for?
Yeah.
What is the purpose of dating?
Let's start with you.
Me?
Yeah, well, you're already married, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess you can answer still, but.
We know your answer.
No, yeah, I'm definitely dating for marriage. I felt like that's where I was hoping to getting in my last relationship. I feel like that's why I was doing all that. And then also I think it comes with the intention, and that was definitely my intention.
Was to get married?
Yes, and that's why I was doing those like duties as in cooking, cleaning, and providing spiritually and financially and so on.
So you were in a monogamous relationship with a single guy?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Is sex a part of that?
I'm sorry?
Is sex a part of that?
It wasn't at first, but then once he made the environment for me to feel safe, then yes, I had sex with him.
With me personally, I wouldn't describe myself as a person who would date aimlessly. I wouldn't say marriage either because I'm so young, but definitely for like correct experiences that will like shape me into somebody that I want to be.
Whoa. Wait. Hang on, back up. You're not dating for marriage specifically.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm
You're
so
dating
young.
For experiences?
No, I wouldn't say like experiences in a way you're probably thinking, but if it would lead to
I'm not inferring
like experience
anything.
of a
I just wanna make
long-term
sure it
an
doesn't
experience of a long-term relationship that might lead me to marriage, but because I'm so young, it's not a guarantee that I would like. If I don't 100% see myself marrying that person, I would cut it off completely. Not like that, because I'm reaching for those experiences that would shape me into like a
What's
better.
wrong with getting married young though?
Nothing at all. But me personally, because of what I want to do with my career and like stuff like that, it's just not on my. It's not.
Well, what do you want to do with your career?
Me, hopefully, the med field. I'm not sure what doctor, but like that's really time committing, especially with like my load of study right now currently, even as a college student.
So you're going to medical school?
It would be a hope currently, but we never know.
I don't understand. It could be a hope. Are you going to medical school, or are you now just doing the prerequisites to go?
Right now, I'm a college student, but I'm saying that looking forward in the future with what I currently hope to do, early marriage wouldn't be a priority for me.
Why not?
Just because of how I see myself like maneuvering in that lifestyle.
So do you
it wouldn't benefit
career
me.
over marriage? Like, let's say you found the perfect guy tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
He was great and fantastic and this and that. Would you still prioritize your career over that?
If he put me in a position where it wouldn't interfere with anything that has to do with my career, of course.
You can have a career and be married.
If he had enough money to just take care of you and asked you abandon the career, why would that actually be problematic?
That like would depend on the person, right?
Yeah.
Like what your dreams and your passions are
Yeah.
based off of a guy who just wants to pay everything off for you. Some people would be down for that, but she doesn't seem like she'd be down for that.
Right.
She wants to have like
Yeah, I
a
know, but
successful
she
career.
has a mouth and can speak for herself, and we're having a convo. So just relax for a second, and if you don't mind letting her answer, so I can understand what her position is.
I'm gonna piggyback exactly.
No, calm down. I know everybody gets
saying.
mad if you're not allowed to speak for somebody else. You get mad. I get that, but just let them speak for themselves.
Oh, I'm
That's
so
fine.
mad.
Let them speak for themselves. It's cool. Anyway, so back to you, if you don't mind, kind of elaborating on this, because I find this kind of interesting. Why is it that you would reject a man taking care of you if he wanted you to reject the pursuance of a career in lieu of children?
Because why would I do that? I don't understand why that would be.
Well, because you only have X amount of fertile years, right?
I mean, but why would that be my top priority?
I'll explain it. Okay, so if you want to have a family and a husband and children, and you find a good high-value man or a man with virtue who wants to also have children, basically your 20s is going to be the years in which you bear the most amount of children. In your 30s, that's going to rapidly decrease, same thing in your 40s. So if he says, listen, I would like you to stay at home with our children to make the most optimal family possible, and I will take care of the money. Why is it unreasonable for him to ask you to do that?
Just because of my passions as a person, and I would really I would want to be with somebody who would understand that. I really wouldn't put myself in that situation.
So you would reject family in your fertile years for what it is that you want?
I mean, but how do you know family is a priority for me? Like, I don't.
Because you said it was.
When did I say that?
Well, earlier when we were having the argument about Christian ethics, I assume you follow Christian ethics. Am I incorrect about that?
I'm Catholic, yeah, but I understand the realm that
So are you commanded by the Catholic Church to be fertile and to multiply?
But that's not really it's not really something I want to do it's not my top priority. Like, yes, as a Catholic, I understand that, but with the whole system of me being Catholic, there's stuff I don't agree with, and I understand that it might not align with other Catholics and how they might see me, but it's just something I don't really agree with. And it's not like I'm picking and choosing, but it just doesn't align with me as a person.
Well, when you talk to your priest, what does he say?
We don't really talk about things like that. I don't think this is really a big deal.
You don't talk to your priest?
No.
Yeah. Do you really attend Catholic Mass very often?
I mean, I go to confessional, stuff like that, but I don't really think that's something that would be brought up. Me not wanting to start a family.
It's brought up quite a bit, right? If that's your that's your spiritual father, isn't that a person you would confide that kind of thing into, or no?
No, that's true, but I really just don't think that's such a big deal, I don't know what we're going back and forth about.
Well, we're not really going back and forth. I just want to make sure I understand your mindset. That's it. So ultimately, if you think that there is any sort of pushback from your religious views towards the things that you personally want, you will abandon the religious view for the thing that you want.
That's not really what I don't see my actions as that. I'm not saying I'm not going to start a family at all. That's definitely something I want, but not so early. That's not a priority for me, no.
Well, when?
Whenever
How many years do you have to start one?
Whenever it happens, God willing. That's God's time, not mine.
As long as it's on the terms of you also get what it is that you personally desire, right?
I mean, that is my train of thought while I'm advancing in life.
You don't consider that somewhat selfish?
No, because I'm not abandoning what God wants altogether. It's just not a early priority for me.
How do you know? You haven't even talked to your priest about it. How do you know that?
I mean, like I said before, God's timing. Whatever happens, happens. I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right. I'll let it go from there. I just wanted to inquire. We can continue with the same question around the table if Brian, unless Brian wants to move this on.
Well, I got to get through all my notes first, so I think we do have to move it on to something else. I wanted to come back to my question for you. You said that consumption of pornography is cheating. Pornography creates weak men, and it seems you seem to have this. It's also the case for women too, though, correct?
Yeah.
Women consuming pornography, that would be cheating too. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, I think there's a bit of a differential here. And if I grant to you that consumption of pornography is cheating on the man's part, now I'm not going to frame it from a cheating perspective, but I would argue that men watching pornography is the equivalent of women using social media. That's it. That's my whole point.
Like in what way?
Right. So men and women are different. Men want sex, women want attention. And so, what, disagree or?
Do you not think men also want attention?
Nope. Not to the same degree that women do.
I think it depends on the person.
Sure, yes.
There are using social media.
Yeah, but
the damage it's doing to you. I would argue.
Just general. Sorry, my bad.
So I would argue that there's a lot of women seem to take quarrel with men watching porn. I would not want to date a guy who watched porn, or you would see it as a potential yellow flag, red flag.
Ryan McCulloch donated $69. Ladies, I'd like to point out,
that's a good point,
the sooner
Ryan.
you have children, the longer your kids will have access to you in their lifetime.
That's a really good point, man.
That's true.
That's a really good point, Ryan.
Ryan McCulloch.
So there's this differential here. So I would argue that as a woman, if you're like, I don't want a guy to, I don't want a guy to watch porn, I think the equivalent request and demand on the man's part would be to say, I don't want you on social media. I think that's the equivalent request.
Like actually posting on social media or just on it in general?
Yeah, no social media, no Instagram.
I don't think that's equivalent.
I don't think that's equivalent either.
I think
Yeah,
equivalent would
there's
be
some
more
guys
so like
like-
her
Because men
showing
can get
body, like,
attention on
naked.
social media.
Really?
also.
How many hold on, okay, let me ask. I don't know where I'll start on this. How many DMs, who said that?
Me.
You? Okay. How many DMs do you get from random dudes?
I mean, I get DMs.
Every day?
Not every day, but
Couple a week?
highly.
Okay, how many DMs are you sending out?
I mean, if I see someone's attractive, I'll slide up with a heart eye, say you look good.
How many DMs have you ever sent in your whole life?
Like to a guy
To
first?
a guy who you're like, oh,
A
he's
couple.
hot. How many?
I can't count, but
5?
not
3,
5.
4? More?
More probably. Like not like different guys, but if a guy looks good and I know him, I'm gonna tell him.
What's the ratio? Like how many DMs are you receiving to how
It's
many you're
definitely
sending?
higher. Yes, I get
Okay.
more DMs than a guy would.
Yeah, so I mean, there's definitely some differentials here, but yeah, I would argue that the sort of validation that you're getting on social media, that's pretty damaging to a relationship.
I mean, if you allow it to, I guess.
I don't think it's half as damaging as sexual infidelity.
Wait, porn is not as damaging as sexual?
Sorry. I don't think that like being on like Instagram,
getting
or
DMs from
social
men.
media, any of that is it's nowhere near the damage that sexual infidelity does.
What do you mean? That is the a woman being on Instagram is like the what's it called? The gateway to infidelity.
If you allow it
What's
to.
it
I feel like
You can't
it,
hope that guys will find her attractive.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
But when you put yourself out there on porn, you want people to see that you're
But
attractive.
here's the difference, right? When it comes to men and women, so men and women are not the same. Like women, the way you flirt is to just kind of put yourself out there. So you won't slide into a guy's DMs, but you'll post like an attractive, sexy photo, which will kind of prompt men to then DM you. You're not going to approach a guy, but you'll just go to the bar or the club or the party, and guys are just going to come up to you. So men and women operate very differently. That's why I'm actually very much against like dating a girl who goes out and party, like goes to bars, clubs, and parties. Now I don't drink. I don't go to parties. Well, actually, I had a hard seltzer. I needed, bro. Today was a little mess. So I don't drink though, generally speaking. So I had half the fucking bottle. So
Okay.
yeah.
Don't worry.
So I guess the point I'm trying to make here is like, as a girl, like as a guy, you can go to a bar or a club, grab a drink, sit at the bar. Nobody's gonna fucking talk to you the entire night. But a girl, you go to a bar, club, party, whatever, with your girls, even by yourself, you're gonna get hit on. So that's why it's actually a bigger red flag for a girl to be like going out and partying in a relationship. Same with like having social media. Like a guy can go through his whole life, average guy, normal guy, go through his whole life. Girl will never slide into his DMs. Average girl, 500 followers, public account, college girl, bro, she's getting DMs from dudes. College guys, blue check, whatever. So it's totally different. So in a relationship, no, but here's the thing. Since men and women are different, we have different strategies here. Like men are, oh shit, how's it go? Men are, is it advertisers and women are marketers? Yeah, men are advertisers, women are marketers. So you kind of just like put yourself out there. It's like kind of the difference of like, okay, y'all are the employers and men are coming to you. Here's my resume. Whereas men, it's like we're fucking passing out our resume everywhere and shit. And so like men, when we get into a relationship, we stop like our edge when it comes to dating would be like DMing a girl, going out to DMing a girl, approaching a girl. But obviously we realize in society, hey, we cut that off when we're in a relationship. We stop doing that because that's cheating. But women never stop their edge when it comes to you're still on the market. Even when you're in a relationship, when you're going to the bar, when you're going to the club, when you're posting on Instagram, you're still on the market because you're still like sourcing men even when you're in a relationship. That's why so many women, when they break up with a dude, they got a replacement immediately
But that could
Quick.
play with men too.
What do you mean?
Like I feel like you're trying to like target a lot of these questions, but in reality it goes both ways. I mean, sure, maybe to you it seems like it's majority like this is happening to guys because of women, but like it goes the same way, like it happens to women because of guys. Me?
Yeah, just a little bit to your left.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Men, it's not advertisers. Men are salesmen, women are marketers. That's the differential. So in a committed relationship, a man should stop pitching and a woman should stop advertising. That's my view.
Would you not like your girlfriend to be like most men like the girlfriend to be attractive and approached by other men, because then you can kind of put them on a pedestal of, I've got her, but everyone wants her? Or would you say you were too insecure for people that approach?
Well, I
you
can't.
misses?
I mean, I can't like if she's going to Trader Joe's, I'm not going to be able to stop like men from approaching her. But I mean, I do prefer women who dress more modestly. I prefer women who aren't like putting themselves all over social media, Instagram, and I will not date a girl who's like clubbing, partying, doing that shit.
Yeah,
Won't
but
date her
people can
at all.
People can still post photos where they've fully clothed and still go about the days as, I used to post selfies, I'm still posting selfies now. I don't see why they need to stop doing that. Like, whether it was the most Christian girl possible, why do they then need to stop posting pictures of their face because
Well, I'm
the
talking
boy's
about,
too insecure?
I mean, their faces, that's not a huge deal, but like posting like sexually provocative
But that's
photos.
not what you were
But what
saying.
if they're not?
That's what I was saying.
No, you were
No.
just saying Instagram in general. You
Well,
said
okay,
no
there
social
was an
media.
implication there of like,
Yeah.
perhaps I failed to kind of give a bit more nuance.
Okay.
So like if she's posting like revealing like bikini
I
photos
see
and
that's
shit.
understandable.
Yeah, that's-
I'm
Yeah.
thinking
Like-
you
That's
meant,
understandable.
And it's like
regular
there's
Instagram.
differences though. Like there's like a more tame bikini photo, and then there's like a here's my ass bikini photo.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, there's
obviously that would be
levels to this shit.
unacceptable.
Right.
Yeah.
I get that.
There's
I'm thinking
levels
you
to
meant
this
like a
shit.
regular
And
general
look,
Instagram.
Yeah.
Like I'm not super hardcore with it. Like I'm not like, but
Ninja Smokehouse
preferably
donated $69.
no social media.
So if
or
God
minimal.
puts the man in front of you now, you would reject him for your career. Let's do math. 2 guys a week is 100 plus guys a year. And you're still single, it's you not the men. Try being a lady.
God forbid a woman wants a career. Oh my gosh. So like, I'm not
Well,
understanding.
I mean, well, wait a second. Hang on. That's kind of disingenuous because it doesn't really answer to what he's saying.
I mean, like what
What
I
he's
don't
saying
understand.
is that if God were to put that perfect man in your lap, you would still reject him for your career because of, well, what I like to call meism. Me, right?
feel like-
I mean, in my
Yeah,
definition.
hang on. That's
Sorry,
the key, right? That's what he's getting at. Is he's saying you would still reject what could be the best thing for you because of what it is that you think is some inherent goal or some inherent purpose. And so he's saying that that would obviously, from a Christian worldview, lead to massive regret down the road because it seems that you're not fulfilling the function that you would normally fill as a woman inside of a Christian marriage. That's what he's saying.
In my opinion, I feel like a man that God would put in front of me that's perfect, I don't think my career would be an issue. That's just what I'm gonna say, yeah. Because I don't.
So I'm sorry, are you there to fulfill what God's purpose for you is, or are you there to fulfill what your purpose for you is?
God's purpose, of course, yes.
Yeah, so then what's God's purpose for you?
If he puts a perfect man in my way and it's his purpose for me to marry him, I do not believe that my career would be an issue.
Yeah, I know, but what if that's God's purpose?
How would I? I'm saying again, if God puts a man in my life and it's his purpose for me to marry him and he's the perfect man for me, my career wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, how do you
Intel
know?
Wild donated
Because that's just-
$69. Hey Brandon, since you're a cuck, have you ever thought about dyeing your hair blue? You are a beta, libtard,
Hey.
degenerate Kuma.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
I might. I think I look good with blue hair. I don't know. I might have to try.
Are you gonna dye your hair blue?
I don't know. I might.
It could work.
Pink.
It could
It was a
work.
bold color.
Pink.
Can I just add to that?
You already have it?
So basically, you're saying that a woman should just literally abide by what you want her to do and cook, clean, not have a life not go out anywhere but to the shops. Never leave the house unless it's with you.
So
And then
let's
just
back
serve a
up.
purpose.
Why
Can you wait until I finish?
Ben
Because you're not
donated
you're now butting in.
$69. Hey Andrew, why don't you tell the panel how a wife has 5 kids and 3 aren't yours? You preach high value, yet you're a stepdad to 3 kids. Beta. Now smile and show us those pearly yellows. Big up Speedo.
Big up, Bevo.
And here's
You know the
the
rules.
pearly yellows, and I'm sorry, are you saying that I'm so altruistic as a Christian that I don't care about taking on stepchildren? Or that I would run an orphanage, or that I would take care of children who are not mine, and that somehow that is a dunk against my Christian values? You would have to demonstrate that. A cuck, even by its traditional
You love that.
sentiments, would be a person who unwittingly took care of children who were not their own, or allow a man to fuck his wife.
If your missus has been
fit
fucked.
neither category. There's only one cuck here, and he's sitting next to the blonde.
Yeah, and she's sexy as fuck. But your missus has been fucked. Like it or not, she's been fucked. And
All
she's
right,
enjoyed
all right.
it.
Okay, guys.
I allow
She's
my
been
missus to get fucked by anybody else, or do you allow your missus to get fucked
least I'm there,
by
mate.
other men?
Yeah, but
At
you
least I'm
raised
there.
two
Who,
children.
wait,
that
I'm sorry.
You've
Who
allowed your
actually,
Guys,
with
guys.
purpose, who with purpose allows their missus to get fucked by other men? Me or you, sir?
You've allowed your missus to push.
Answer
push
my
out two-
question,
I
sir.
am.
Who allows with purpose their missus to get fucked by other men, me or you?
Your missus has been fucked by other men, so what's the difference?
Answer my question, sir. Who with purpose allows their missus to get fucked by other men, me or you?
Me, because we make money and we enjoy it, so what's the problem?
Because you're a fucking cuck.
Hey, oh my
Never
God, guys,
smile
put your
at
swords
like
away.
we're the
Put your
same.
swords-
Your
I'm
missus
better
is
than
a
you
slag.
by every metric.
Okay, hey, guys, let's bring it. Hold on, guys, stop.
Your missus
Hold on,
has
let me-
pushed
let
out
me
2
read through that.
kids like anything yours.
Let me, hold on, stop. Let me, okay. All right, hold on.
God,
Let me
God.
get through the rest of my notes here. I'm going to get through the rest of my notes here.
Your missus is mean, she's
Okay,
massive.
put your swords away, guys. All right. Going to Grace. Grace here.
I'm scared.
You said your hot take, sometimes waiting to have sex is cool rather than rushing.
Yeah.
When you say waiting to have sex, like waiting how long?
Like just waiting because
Wait,
sorry.
scoot into the mic.
Just waiting.
Hold on.
Hickory.
Poetry time with Mr.
Oh,
Bulle
no.
donated
Oh,
$69. Hickory, hickory,
Ay, ay, ay.
cock. That lady BJ are the cucks. They shoot their loads.
This is
Her
fucking
man
Shakespeare.
also blows. Cause he's a hickory, hickory cock.
All right, fucking the real Shakespeare. Shakespeare in the flesh over here tonight. Got it. How long? Waiting how long?
Well, that's kind of, I don't know. Like that's, I feel like giving it a definitive answer because like I already said, I've already had sex. So
Yeah.
Speaking on that, like I think I said earlier, like me and my ex, we had known each other for about like 4 or 5 months, and then on our first date, that's when it happened. And
That's fine. I don't have an issue
no,
with that.
yeah. And I think, I don't know, that was my first time, So I think that's why it all hit me like at
Wait,
once.
hold on. Just wait. It was your first time having sex ever?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I wasn't paying. I must have missed this.
No, yeah, I think you were
So wait,
gone.
you were virgin?
Yeah.
Like, and then the first time you hung out with this guy, lost your virginity?
No, not first time. We had known each other and we
First
were,
date.
Yeah, first date.
Proper date.
Proper date, yeah.
But you was chatting to him for 4 or 5 months.
4 or 5 months, we had established talking, and then that's when I told them about the sushi too. And
Oh, okay. Well,
The mummy's boy.
the moment.
okay.
It's been a